Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, yes, as you can see from the title, I'm going through my Miley phase again. So if you guys didn't know, Miley Cyrus was the very first person I stand. I remember seeing Hannah Montana like one time when it was like doing a rerun or something in the middle of the night when I would sleep with my parents when I was little because I was always scared. Anyways, that's not important, but I was watching the episode and I was like, oh, I like this. I don't know how old I was. I was like 2006? I don't even know when that aired. 2006, 2005. Anyways, then I became a huge fan of Hannah Montana, listened to her music, had all the CDs, and I was just a big fan. Then I think it wasn't the Can't Be Tamed era. It was when she shaved her head. And then that's when I was like, okay, I think I'm good. And then I just stopped from there. I mean, obviously I know what she's up to because she's a huge famous person that I just kept up with her. But I don't know why. I knew during quarantine, I was like, during quarantine something weird is going to happen to me. And I'm reliving my Miley Cyrus / Hannah Montana phase. And you know what? I'm having a good time. I'm like listening to all the little music and I'm like rocking out. Like I'm listening to We Got the Party on repeat. And it's the best song in the whole world. No, but yeah. I don't know, I was watching, I'm starting to watch the TV show again. But what I've been like constantly watching, like I've watched it like every day for like 3 or 4 days now, and I'm not even lying either. I mean, by this time I've probably watched it for like a whole week now, but I've been watching the Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus concert, you know, the 3D one. I remember we had to go to a city beside us because our town wasn't showing it, and the whole theater was packed, and like my family wanted to sit together because we went with my cousin and her neighbor, and it was my sister, my two sisters and me, and there was just, the rows were all filled. So then we found one with all of us, except no seat for me. I had to sit in like the arm resting between my sister and my other sister. I was tiny, so I mean I fit, but I mean I just remember it, and I remember, oh, it was like the best thing in the world, and I'm rewatching it, I'm like, oh shit, like this is a fun concert, and which I think is awesome. I mean, like, I watch it and I just, like, have a good time. Like, I like how it makes me feel. And that might sound a little weird, you know, I'm 21 years old and I'm rewatching a Hannah Montana concert meant for children. But I'm just having a good time and I think it's great. And I don't know. And then I also was rewatching her Wonderworld tour concert because, if you guys don't know, I actually went to that concert. This was 2009, September 20th. I remember the date. Oh my gosh. It was my very first concert. And I saw Miley Cyrus. Oh my god, she was like my idol back then. Dude, you guys, like, I was a big Miley fan. You know what? I still am. I mean, I'll go about right now in a little bit, but let's just go to the past for a little bit. So it's 2009. I think it was my birthday. That's when they surprised me with the tickets. Like, they gave me a fake ticket and they're like, oh, you're going to see Hannah in concert. And then I was like, it was the best moment of my life. I didn't believe it. I remember being like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't know how to react, but yeah. And then that September, we went. It was so great. I mean, oh, yeah, it was so great. And, like, man, I remember there was, like, this summer, I don't know, I want to say, like, it was before, I think it was before I started standing One Direction, so maybe, like, 2011, 2012, I would rewatch, because they released a DVD concert of the Wonderworld Tour. I would watch it every day, and I just loved to relive it because I was like, oh, I was there. I mean, it wasn't at the O2 because I was in London, but, you know, the same thing, right? So I would just rewatch that all the time, and I even, because when I was rewatching it now, I was like, oh shoot, like I remember like this whole choreography because back then, no joke, I would reenact the exact same concert in my living room, so like, I just knew the whole thing. If there's just like one bad thing, or one, it depends what you think about it, but like, there's just one thing about me is like, I'm really good at choreography. Like, I stick to things get stuck to me, and like, I was watching, I was like, oh, I know like exactly what move she's gonna do right now, and it's just funny how that happens. But yeah, I was rewatching it and I was like, oh, the memories, and then I just like, went back to my, 2009 self. How old was I back then? Like, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 21, 10? I don't know, am I doing the math right? I was 10, but yeah, oh, and I just think it's great, like, you know, I'm listening to all her music, like, not just the Hannah music, but the Miley music, and I don't know, I just like how that whole era made me feel, and I like it. So, I mean, I'm not like, oh, why is this, but it's like, oh, like, it's just making everything feel bittersweet and nostalgic for back then. But I mean, I'm not like stuck, like, I'm like, I wish this was Miley forever, because I don't. because I'm glad that she's grown and, you know, she's being who she is and she's not stuck with the Disney, like, holding her back. I mean, that's why she released Can't Be Tamed. Let's get real. I've been listening to her new music and I'm into it. Like, I really like it. I really like, is it Unholy? And I was just listening to Slide Away right now. As I was getting everything set up, I was literally listening to Miley's music. And I had to, like, pin my hair back because I was, like, doing hair flips and stuff. And, like, I was going back to the whole, like, Wonderworld tour. I was like, dude, my hair's, like, her exact same length. You guys might think I'm insane or whatever right now, but you know what? I like Miley. Like, she's always gonna play she's always gonna have a special place in my heart. She was just, like, my first love of everything. Like, she was, like, the first person I stan, like, my whole life. Just, like, that whole thing. I mean, I'm probably not the only one. Like, there's probably so many people that think that. And, you know, that reminds me, oh my god. Like, when she released Can't Be Tamed, my mom was so mad. She was like, nope, you cannot stan her anymore. She was like, you cannot be a fan, you gotta stan someone else. And I remember getting rid of all my Miley stuff because she made me. And I was like, because I had magazines, I would buy magazines when I was a kid, like the Bop or Pop or something, Tiger Beat. I don't remember. I don't know how that name got in my head. But anyways, those kid magazines, those tween magazines. And I remember distinctly cutting out like Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez because I was like, I guess I have to stand these guys now. Just like cutting out their faces. But like, I didn't want to because I was like, I still like Miley. And I still do. And anyways, I just like, I'm just like listening to like, not her old music, but like her older albums from like 2013 till now, and I'm like, dude, she has a ton of bops. Like, why did I stop standing her? And anyways, this is me saying I'm a Miley fan again, alright? She's awesome. I'm gonna listen to her music. And, oh man, that's it. Just quarantine things. I'm probably gonna, I already watched I was gonna say, I'll watch the concert video later. I watched it this morning. It's just, and I can't lie, I like the way it makes me feel. Like, I'll watch it, and then, like, by the end of it, I'm like, oh. Like, I just like to be in that moment for, like, the hour. Like, it's a great concert. Both of them, actually. And I'm glad I got to see one of them. Good times, good times. But yeah, this is me. I'm back. That's it. I don't know how to end this, but do you guys get into, like, a weird nostalgic phase during this quarantine where you're like, oh, yeah, that happened a long time ago. Let's relive this because this is me right now, and I like it. But I'm not, like, just sticking to the past where I'm, like, bring this back. Like, I'm accepting, like, her new self and stuff. And she's, like, awesome. And also, like, also Metro Station. Oh, my God. I loved Metro Station, too. And I'm so glad that they're back with new music. They literally released a song after, like, what, a long time? Oh, my God. Yeah. That's it. Have a great weekend. I'm sorry. I'm so confused with the days. I didn't realize that Friday was Friday, and then like by the end of the day I was like, oh my god, today's Friday, I forgot to upload a video. So I mean, I'm not doing it on purpose. I have a ton of videos pre-recorded. I just totally forget what day of the week it is. I just look to see if I go to work, and if I don't, then I'm just like, and I just do nothing. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I promise I'll keep trying to upload. Hopefully I'll remember. But yeah, have a great day. I'm gonna go watch Hannah Montana.